Hey, how you guys doing? So, something's been bothering me. Everybody's afraid to always talk and say something or say something to somebody because they're always afraid that they're going to offend them. Now, you know, this happened the other day. I went to go get air in my hand truck. I had to go pick up a fridge, so new fridge. But I went to go get air in it, and this lady just, first off was very agitated, and I get it. She's in a rush, pissed off, whatever, you know. But she's sitting there and she's trying to put air in her tires, and she's overfilling them. I mean, overfilling them. And the thing is, she said, "Oh, well, it looks low. Just because something looks low, don't mean it actually is." And this goes for anybody. I was a mechanic and a tow truck driver for the last 8, 9, 10 years. I'm the one that had to come out there and pick the car up off the side of the road or off the side of the highway because, or guardrail, God forbid, because someone decided that, oh, my tire looked low. Now, when, you look at something, and on the door of every vehicle, every manufactured vehicle nowadays has a recommended tire pressure on there. And the tire also has a maximum PSI that it could take. Now, the recommended tire pressures are there because of weight distribution in the car. You overfill one of them tires and you hit a pothole, you're going to blow the sidewall out. And what's going to happen is when that sidewall blows, whatever wheel that is, that's the direction your car's going. And especially if you're moving at high speeds, you're done. You are getting seriously hurt. Your car is going to get totaled, and it's just not going to be good. Now, so I was at my local Quick Check. Again, I live in Trenton. So I was at local Quick Check, and this woman, I politely told her, I said, she's like, oh, it looked low. I said, ma'am, that one's not low. And it had TPMS sensors on it, which those are to indicate that, tire pressure's low. Well, okay, so she's sitting there trying to put air in the front tire. The air in the front tire is at 36 PSI or 38 PSI or something, and she's just keeps pumping air in. Recommended for the car, it's first off, it's a Honda, which she clearly told me, oh, it's a Honda, I know what, give me a bunch of shit. And I said, look, it's 32 to 33 PSI. In the wintertime, you want to be a little bit higher because, cold, it contracts, you want to be a little bit higher. So like 33, 34 in the wintertime. You want to be at 32 to 33 in the summertime or springtime because the tire heats up and expands. So, the thing is she, I told her, I said, ma'am, you're overfilling the tire. Oh, I know what I'm doing. How old are you? And I told her, I said, I'm 28 years old. She said, well, I'm 50 years old. I said, you know what? I said, age has nothing to do with wisdom. It really doesn't. And the way she talked to me and she talked to my girlfriend, she was literally bad-mouthing me to my girl. Like, oh, you got your hands full, trying to, like, make it seem like I'm an asshole. And sorry for the language, but I'm not an asshole. I was trying to do something good, something nice. I'm trying to help somebody out so it keeps them from getting hurt or whatever the case. But people are set in their ways, and unfortunately, people are ignorant today. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really, really is. It's something that's just been irritating me for the last day or two that, I just couldn't get out of my head. And I wanted to share this, and this goes for anybody. If someone's trying to give you advice, take it. Take the advice. It doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. You got to understand that things change over the course of time. A vehicle 50 years ago is nowhere near what a vehicle is today. You have to understand that technology's changed. And you also have to understand that these people are out there doing this stuff, and this is their careers, their lives. Like I said, I was a tow truck driver. I love towing. It's a thrill. But I hated having to pull people off the side of the road or out of accidents or rollovers because they just didn't want to listen. It's clear as day. You open your driver's side door, it tells you your tire pressure. It's that easy. Follow the tire pressure. Follow what the manufacturer's telling you to do. And then on top of it, the lady was, sitting there, just kept going and going and going. And, the TPMS sensors, first off, if you overfill the tire, they will also come on. Not just when it's flat or when it's low on air, it will also come on. The reason why her light was on is because her back tire was low. And that one was actually low. It was 14 PSI. And instead of putting the air in the tire that was almost flat, she puts it in the tire in the front, which is where the motor is, which all the weight is on that tire, which is why it looks like it's low, but it really isn't. And she drove out of there with a flat, almost flat tire, because she just didn't, she wanted to be ignorant. And it is what it is, you know, and unfortunately, you know, hey, I wish her the best of luck. But, you know, it's just one of them things, you know, it's, someone's telling you something, and they know from experience, or they went to school for it. And I even told her, I said, look, you know, I've been a mechanic for the last 10 years. I went to school for it. I went to school for automotive technology, and I worked on cars. I worked in shops. I've worked for the Turnpike. You know, I've done a lot of different things. You know, so I know my way around a car, a truck, tractor trailers, heavy equipment. I know all of that. I've been doing that stuff for years, you know, and some of the stuff I learned on my own, but a lot of it I've learned over the years working in shops, being a tow truck driver. You learn a lot of stuff being a tow truck driver. You see what, you know, when things break, you see why they break. You understand why they break, you know. But when someone's trying, like I said, the point is when someone's trying to give you advice, take it. Don't snap at them. Don't try and, you know, yell at somebody else who's trying to help you because you're in a pissed off mood or because you're set in your ways and you just don't want to listen. You know, and it's a shame. It's a shame that people are like that. And unfortunately, when you get into the cities and stuff, a lot of these people are like that. You know, anybody. I mean, you know, and I'll be honest, yeah, there's been times where I've been set in my ways, but I still take, I won't tell somebody that they're wrong or get in their, you know, sit there and talk shit about them, you know, when they're giving me advice, and I'll take the advice, you know, and I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, whatever, you go back and do it your own way. But, you know, every once in a while, you know, listen to what people have to say. If we could just listen to one another and what people say, the world would get along so much easier. So much easier. You know, everything keeps spinning. And it just baffles me. And it still baffles me that, you know, that it was like that. But there was just no reason. None. You know? And, you know, I just wanted to share this with you guys. And I wanted to, you know, tell you guys, like, look, you know, just take the advice. That's all you gotta do. Take the advice. Say, yeah, all right, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, but nobody can do that anymore. You know, it's not that hard. You know, so, like I said, just take the advice. Don't snap at people. You know, and you sure as heck don't go and talk a bunch of crap to the other person's family. That's just, there's no need for it, especially when a person's just trying to help you. You know, and you know what, I hopefully, a woman who you know, did that and gave me that much trouble when I was trying to help her, hopefully she sees this and she understands it. You know, I'm sure she won't. She'll probably go on a, you know, she'll probably flip out. She seems like that kind of person, unfortunately. And, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, like I said, someone's trying to give you a hand, or someone's trying to help you out, or someone's trying to tell you something that could be beneficial to the safety of your life. Take the advice. Someone's not going to tell you that, you know, something's wrong and that it could harm you if it couldn't harm you. Like, if it's something that's not going to, all right, you know, you're going down the road and, you know, the speed limit's only 5 miles an hour everywhere in the city, which isn't true. It's 25, but nobody follows it, you know. But if you're going 5 miles an hour and you have a blowout, that's a different story. It's not as bad. But you're on a highway and you're doing 65, 70, 75 miles an hour and you have a blowout, you're going to have a bad day. And, you know, I'll be there to tell you I told you so. You know, I'm not going to say it to you, but just follow what the manufacturer says on there, what your mechanic says. You know, if your mechanic tells you, hey, look, you know, you need to follow that because that's beneficial to your life. That could save your life. It could keep you from getting into an accident, keep you from totaling your brand new car. and having to go buy another one. So, on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some work to do here, but I just really wanted to share that, and thank you guys, and hopefully, we'll get this going a little bit more. Today's Friday. I can't wait. I'm going down to campground. I'm gonna go work on my boat. I'm gonna show you guys flower boxes this weekend, and I'm hopefully gonna go do some off-roading and some crabbing and some fishing. Maybe a little bit of metal detecting where I go off-roading. Sometimes there's some pretty cool stuff. Same thing with going over by, where I go crabbing. There's always cool stuff. So, like I said, I will see you guys this weekend, and I hope all of you guys, take that advice and stay safe, and, just be kinder. Just be kinder to other people, especially when they're trying to help you, It's just, and on top of it, too, it's not even worth getting aggravated over if someone tries to help you, honestly, And the other thing goes, too, like I said, age has nothing to do with wisdom. I've worked so many different jobs. I've done construction work. I've done automotive technology. I've had my hands in sorry, my phone just went off. But I've had my hands in so many different kinds of jobs, and I've got so many different things under my belt. I was a cook for a place. I did, like I said, I did the automotive technology. I did the towing. I've done towing for years. I love towing. Unfortunately, I took a job doing retail, and I did it for job stability, paycheck stability, because towing, when you work in towing, a lot of times it's on call 24/7. And sometimes when you don't get calls and you don't get those calls in, you don't make any money. And you can't afford to live off of that. No, one week you got $500 here, the next week you got nothing, or $200. That doesn't pay the bills. So, unfortunately, I had to take a job that, and like I said, towing can also be very lucrative, too. I mean, I've had times where I've pulled in close to $2,000 in a week, but I hustled, and unfortunately, the work isn't always there. There's a lot of companies out there. If you can't get there before they can, you're beat. But, like I said, I took another job, and I was doing retail, and unfortunately, this last July, I went through knee surgery, and a little bit of permanent damage to my knee and my nerves, and it's been a wild ride since then. So, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go back to towing anytime soon, if at all, because of this. But, like I said, I'm going to try and do my best to do whatever I can. I started a Patreon site too. If you guys want to support me, please follow, subscribe, like this video. And I can guarantee you there'll be more rants here and there. I'm not usually one to rant unless something's really bugging me in the back of my head, and I gotta say something, And usually I'll just sit there and mumble to myself, But I figured why not share this? This is something that can help somebody else and protect, potentially save your life. It honestly can. But Patreon site, Beard Wonder Marshall, and just stay safe, guys, and leave comments, whatever. Talk to you guys later. Peace.